Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Rings. Now this is the third film in the Rings film series, which is actually based on a Japanese film too, known as I think Ringo, if I'm not mistaken. Now I saw the first two Rings, the Ring, which is released in 2002, and the Ring 2, which is released in 2005. I have saw both of those, but I never did get to see the actual I think Japanese version, which was known as Ringo. I never did get to see that one. But this will be my review for the third film in the series, known as Rings. Now this film, it doesn't feature Naomi Watts again, she doesn't return for this one, but it still is kind of connected to the first two films, because you actually still see the same kind of images of Samara, like the girl, when you watch the videotape, if you watch it, you die if you see her, see it, and she's the one that comes out and kills them, out the TV or whatever, and it doesn't have to be a TV, but she uses a show up, if you have seen this supposedly cursed videotape, you would die in 7 days, and Samara that actually always kills the people, So somehow the tape has but now it is one thing I thought kind of cool about it is they actually have it now where it's not no longer on a tape, you can just download it through on a stream, on the computer, on the internet or something like that, and you can watch it that way. Which I thought was kind of cool that they're bringing it into more into modern times, the way our technology is now. So a bunch of people can be exposed to actually watching this video and end up dying, So yeah, the film opens with this guy known as Holt. Well, not really Holt. It does have a quick intro, but I don't want to spoil, that takes place on the airplane. But you do eventually get to see this guy known as Holt, and he's played by Alex Rowe. But he's actually he's still not really the main star of the film. The main star really is Julia, but you have Holt in the film too as well. Because Holt and Julia, they are in a relationship, But then at one point, Holt, he has to go to I think college or something like that. So he actually leaves Julia, Then it turns out that Julia gets this message from him, and that she has trouble finding him. She's trying to find what happened to Holt, So she decides to go to the school that he was at, I think at the college or something like that. And it turns out that he was missing, but he does eventually show up. Then all of a sudden, Julia herself, she gets trapped in this room trying to find him. And it turns out, that these people, they start mentioning this tape, about the cursed tape, if you watch it, you'll die 7 days later, and so on, Then Julia eventually, she actually she meets this guy known as Gabriel. She meets him before all that incident, that particular incident happened. Because if I'm going into it too much, it kind of spoil the plot of the film, But she meets this guy who's a teacher, and he supposedly knows Hope. Named Gabriel, he knows a lot about the cursed tape, if you watch it, if you want to survive, you gotta let somebody else watch it, then the curse will be lifted from you, so on. But Julia actually does witness this incident happen where this lady who has watched it, she actually is killed by Samara. Samara shows up and comes through the TV, and she kills, so Julia actually witnesses that. So eventually, Julia and Hope, they have to get together, and they try to retrace the tapes, the legend behind the tape, Samara's roots and so on. So you even get to see Samara, I don't want to spoil, get to see more of her origin being revealed in the film. And you also get to see those same flashbacks and scenes from the original first two films too as well, But the film, it was okay. I liked the look of the film, whenever they're traveling and stuff like that, the eerie gloominess of the film. But it just didn't really take off, because at times it just didn't Julia herself, her character who's played by Matilda Lutz, it's how could she actually accept something like this is happening, this tape, how could she actually just sit there and accept that something like this is happening, That's why I think it was believable enough for the film, it felt kind of loose, a loose plot hole, and then just it wasn't believable enough that she would actually go to this extent. I know she's trying to save her boyfriend, but then eventually herself and so on, but it just then, you could tell it's just holes in it, But other than that, I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was another cool entry in the Ring series. It'd been cool to see them and Watts return again, with Aiden and so on. Her son. So I thought it was okay though in the end, But in the end, I thought this it does have some the horror scenes. Some of the scenes are kind of scary, but basically, I said, everything I like the look of the film. Now you also have Vincent D'Onofrio. He's in the film too as well. He plays a major part of the film too as well. But I'm not going to spoil it, because he kind of has connections to Samara and so on, But then I'm giving it Rings. I'm aiming to give this a C. I thought it was just okay, I did. Like I said, it's the plot was so convoluted, it's kind of hard understanding, what's going on with it and so on, I mean, you know what they had to do, but it's like it wasn't believable enough, and you wouldn't think like Julia herself, like the main, like the protagonist of the film, you wouldn't think she would go to those links, you know, for that, you know. But I'm giving Rings a C. Now I guess I'll recommend it for like fans of the films, you know. If you like the first two, you might like this one, you know. So yeah, that's my review for Rings, and I'm giving it a C.